Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes, time to launch our Eve base, to get it in orbit. Now, I have a few things. One thing we're going to do is we will be launching our rover mission first. And only because I really do want to do a little bit of surveying and just kind of see what we got. I want to try to at least find where that place is that I was talking about. And do a little bit of surveying and see what we can get. We have a bunch of stuff, just ready to go, kind of. I still need to do a little bit of work with the jewel carrier, and so we can get our space station to Duna. And we have a lot of stuff going on with Eve and Duna right now, basically, guys. Everything's working out pretty well. Nothing too serious, but explosion. But yeah, no, everything's been pretty good. I had to do a refueling mission with the ion station. Basically, I did that off camera because basically all I did was just bring it back. We didn't have enough fuel to refuel the entire jewel carrier. This jewel carrier itself is just like a big headache. It's like constantly in need of refueling, constantly in need of this and that and the other thing and whatever. I'm glad that this game doesn't have like oxygen or anything like that in it where, it's a consumable that you would have to constantly replenish, because my god, I'd probably be making trips out there like every 20 seconds. So everything's been pretty good. That's for now. Ooh, time to nose over. But yeah, I ended up having to launch this thing once before, but I have a few questions about this. Now, everything on this thing works pretty well. I mean, there's no... You guys watched if you guys watched the Duna launch, then you guys know that overall this is a pretty good design. It really doesn't have much problems. Get rid of these. Fire that. There we go. It really doesn't have too many problems. So, the one thing I was wondering is, I'm going to change the design a little bit. One thing I will be doing is it will still have the same orange tank in the center. And then I'm going to put, one block of engines here and one block of engines here. And that will be the end of it. Now, the only problem that it's going to kind of bring up is the fact that the overall speed of it is going to be a little bit slower since it doesn't have as many engines. But, it's not like that big of a deal. It will have 4 engines just pushing it and a huge orange tank with all the fuel. So, I'm pretty much expecting that, there won't be very many problems in any way with anything. So, hopefully it all works out. I'm going to speed up a little bit because I think we are getting a little close to... Yeah, we are. And we just need to get this, let's see what we got here. Now, I think we do have one more stage that we can burn if we need to, but I'm trying not to burn any of that stage. I can't really use SAS that much because it is kind of causing problems because of this such a long stack. It's kind of rocking around and it's not really doing nice things, put it that way. But we will make it to orbit. I'm just going to put this thing into orbit this episode. If you guys want to see the construction of it, once again, let me know, please. That is one thing if I can just cut that out and I'll just build it off camera. Either way, it's not a big deal, but if you want to see it, then I'll do it. So it's up to you. That's basically the way I'm just trying to let you know. This thing, let's see, we should have an orbit at least already by now. Almost. I'm gonna throttle down a little bit because this thing is rocking around like a crazy. It's rocking a little bit too much for my liking. Now I'm going to put this in 100 and... Whoa. I heard an engine die. Alright. So... There we go. Now we don't have to worry about that rocking so much because that was a little bit crappy. I'm going to put this in like 155 orbit. Well, you know what? Make it 160. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to leave it in like 160 orbit. I want it to be a little bit past the space station, but not just intensely far out there. I think the last one, I don't remember exact numbers, but I think we were a little bit out there as well. I think we were like 200 out. So either way, it's, you know, it's not that big of a deal. One thing I will be doing a little bit differently, though, hopefully, is I'm going to try to see if I can push this thing out a little bit further before I, you know, make sure it has enough fuel before I sit there and, you know, launch it out of the Kerbal system. So, you know, hopefully that will work out for us. Oh, yeah. Turn on the SAS, please. There we go. 150. We're almost there. There we go. Oh, no. 160. 159, 161. That is alright, I guess. Whatever. That works. I don't really have problems docking around Kerbal or anything like that, so... Let's see how much fuel we got. Yeah. Still more than we needed. Let's see, this thing... Do these still have fuel? Things after things after things. Now... Alright, this thing doesn't have its own separate RCS tank, so... Let's see. I'm just going to decouple this way. Because I don't trust myself. See you later. Now this should expose the docking port. And it did. We got 5 docking ports. You know, another thing I could do is... I don't know if that would work out or not. I could possibly package up some, like, little stuff. Maybe I could slap on a few satellites. Just put, like, 2 satellites on each one of these. Obviously, they wouldn't be as big as this, though. I mean, they would be a lot smaller. And, you know, there'd be the 2 engines here, let's say. And then there could be, like... You know, 2 satellites. You know, I could put a couple satellites in orbit while we're out there. Yeah, that would work out pretty well. This would be like a triple mission, I guess, if you wanted to call it that, or something. I don't even know. But it would work. It's amazing. But yeah, guys, you know what? Thank you for watching. I know it's not been the longest episode, but, yeah. If you like what you see here, subscribe, and I will see you next time.